G'day. It has been a while, I will say. I've been fairly busy working on this thing. It hasn't stopped. So I will apologise in advance. I really have been roughing in, and you know, some of that stuff I'm not really in the business of showing you how to run electrical or plumbing or gas or things like that, just because they're licensed trades. Yeah, it's probably not my place to put that sort of stuff on YouTube. I'm sure there's plenty of other things or people that will show you how to run that sort of stuff. But anyway, so I just thought I'd do a bit of a video to say hi, and I'm back, and we're back filming stuff again. And maybe just a quick one to show you what's been going on over the last couple of months, because yeah, I've been really quiet, but I have certainly been working away, as I'm sure you can probably see in the background. So I don't know, hey, you know what, let's start on the inside and we'll go through that. All right, so inside, not a hell of a lot's really changed. You know, we've got the basic framing down, and you've seen that over and over again. However, lots of cabling now, heaps of cabling. That's all the DC cables for DC circuits. Yes, I could have done a lot of stuff in 240 because you know, we've got the 240 volt inverter, but this is cheap, it's straight off the batteries. I don't know, I've just done it that way. If I was to do it again, I'd probably put a much bigger set of inverters in. Look, off the top of my head, that has its own complications with solar panels and stuff like that. But anyway, so all 12 volt electrical system, as far as DC stuff is concerned, is 12 volts cheaper. There's more of it around. So yeah, so this area here above the fridge, we'll end up controlling all that. That's for our Starlink satellite and my mate Luke at 3D Cast.
So you can shamelessly plug.
I've already drawn the mount. I was going to print it, but he can do it. He's got a much better printer than me, and so he's going to print that for me. So pretty much electrically, other than a few minor things, we are fully roughed in and done electrically. So got all the 12 volt lighting, AC's in. Big thing in here, right, is that we managed to come to some sort of conclusion, plan, whatever you want to call it, for the air ducting from the coach air conditioning. A lot of people get rid of the coach air conditioning, but as I think I've said before, you know, there's 15-20 kilowatts of cooling and heating capacity there. Why would you waste it? These things are built to carry weight. They're built to be relatively fuel efficient at their weight. And let's be honest, if you're concerned about fuel driving around in one of these things, you probably shouldn't be building one. Mic drop. This is how we solve the ducting in the master bedroom as well. I don't have to move any of these pipes now. I don't escape probably hitting my head. I'm sure I'm going to hit my head on that a few times, but everybody else seems to go on it. The problems of being tall. So the rear air conditioning piping's in and done. 12 volt for the cabinetry that's behind the bed is done. That's in. Bathroom is coming along. The first sort of coat of tanking. I'll do another video when I start putting in the shower base and we start fitting the wall, you know, building walls and all that sort of stuff. So that's all stuff to look forward to. Look, it's bright. Yeah, gas is in. The plumber will be coming to test that soon-ish, hopefully sometime soon. What other little niggles? Oh, I fixed that window. That was the pain. If you've kept a close eye on the videos over time, don't mind the mess, we're just storing parts at the moment. If you've kept a close eye on the videos, things have changed. So we moved spare wheel carrier was there. It is now up the front here. The reason being there is that, as I've talked about, this area has been converted to a big slide-out kitchen. So this whole space needs to be open. One for plumbing for grey water, because that's all in now. You know, there's some services and stuff to go over there. But this area is now clear for when I construct the slide out kitchen. So that's exciting, stay tuned for that one. Gas is in and obviously to be tested and certified. Everything you'll see, including the gas, one dedicated gas line to each appliance, and then an isolation point that we can isolate that entire pipe, but the rest of the system keeps functioning. So made my own gas bottle holder there, and then yes, this will be enclosed in a cabinet as per the regulations, vented through the floor, but there's no point doing that now until we start to build the kitchen. So that box, or the gas bottle box, will actually be incorporated into the kitchen, so don't jump on me for that one yet. Outdoor showers installed. We've measured up for the awning. We're going a 6 metre awning, 6.5 metre awning, I think. So there's our shore connections. Lovely little identification plates that Amy made, and she's pretty proud of those, so she's going to keep making them. So your shore power outlet here and our water outlet here, both leads and hoses will actually fit down here. And then close this bin door, the engine bay door, and everything's neat and tucked away. Wheels are off still. Yep. So just, I don't know if it's showing up in the camera, there's a lot of stuff in here that will be protected by steel plates at the very end, just to protect from like a tire blows out. If you want to get cabling and pipes and stuff across front to back of the vehicle, I actually use a lot of cable tray. It's relatively easy to put up, and you'll see there's a cable tie every 100 mil. So those pipes, the air conditioning pipes, the water pipes there, and the electrical that's there is very tightly fixed. It doesn't move, won't vibrate. So it's a good easy way. You can run your cable along, cable tie it up, and you're done. In here, in the toolbox, I don't know how clear that is. Let me just check on the camera. No, not showing me. Anyway, so in here is all our water manifolds. So again, all the cold water piping goes to each individual appliance or area. It's isolated in the event that something happens. We don't lose the entire system. Same with the hot water manifold there, all insulated. This will get a cover put over it, and then I'll actually have a sliding toolbox here that slides out, and a welder and a few bits and pieces in there. Still a little bit to go there, but we're just going to push pause in that area. Instantaneous hot water's installed. Water pump's in there, that's hiding. So that's on a little standoff bracket there. And that just gives me room for additional connections. This area here will be where we drop the black water tanks. The grey water tanks will have freshwater fills, freshwater drains, air flushing, freshwater flushing of the black and grey tanks. All of that is going to be done here, because we figure while the bus is pulled up and you're dropping all your tanks or whatever, more than likely you'll probably be taking on water and bits and pieces.
That's quite a list
as well. So that's just, I don't know, it's it just seems a good place to do it, because it's kind of useless for anything else. Electrically, some stuff is starting to go in. So there's all the cabling that's dropped off the tray. The inverter's mounted. That was not fun putting that in by myself. But anyway, it's in, and it's just got 2 more bolts to be fixed, and then we'll start ordering the multi-point tracker for the solar. I've got the 24 to 12 volt converter there. That'll go in. We've still got to order the DC charger, the tank level thing, and the servo controller that controls everything. So there's a couple more $1,000 worth of stuff in there. But still going to go in there, and I have the ability to put extra batteries in if I need it. You've seen this. Pretty sure you've seen this. Plumbing's fitted off. All the cable trays, all the cabling that's fixed to it. As I said, it's a good way to shift things around. I'll quickly whip you around to the other side. Don't underestimate how much stuff is actually in here. I think we use 350 meters of power cabling. That's both 240 rated and 12 volt and whatever else. I think it's about 350. We've got battery cables to go yet. We've got charge cables to go. We've got a couple little light fittings to put in. Light cables, like an outlet for the awning. Just some other minor bits and pieces. So yeah, not a big deal. Bit of switching. Majority of it's, let's just say all the heavy stuff's done. So yeah, just keep in mind when you're planning your cable runs, you want it to be easy. You want it to be fixed fairly well. You don't want to be drilling through any major cross members or anything like that. I've managed to stick 90% of all my penetrations to going through sheet metal and using bushes, and then what I'll come back and do later when everything is done and all the cabling is in, because as I said there's still a little bit more to go, we'll come back and fill all those penetrations with Sikaflex, and that'll just stop the dust and moisture and things like that going in. So there's nothing really more exciting in this video other than to say hi, and I'm back filming, so you're now going to see things, you know, progressively move along. In another video that's coming up, obviously we're doing the aircon box up the top, and that is really the end of the major sort of welding and cutting that, you know, to do with bodywork and things like that. So, and then we'll probably move on to cladding. I've solved the issue with the opening windows, so look out for that one. That's going to be interesting. I saw another interesting thing on Facebook, and I'm
Focus, Leonard, focus.
really excited to do that, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's to do with the door, and if you've removed the air cylinder, like this door is now just a free swinging door. So yeah, seen something, I'm stealing the idea. Thank you, that person knows who they are if they're watching. I'm pinching your idea because it's a really good one. So yeah, stay tuned for all that sort of stuff. So yeah, heaps of stuff happening. Anyway, if you've stuck this far, thanks very much. And yeah, you'll be seeing more of me again. So for those that stuck around, thank you very much. And for those who are tuning in, go back and watch some of the older videos, and you'll see some of the lunacy involved in this thing. And yeah, so anyway, back into it, and yeah, it's exciting. See ya.